The little boy lifted his shirt, revealing the injury on his stomach caused by his stepmother's high heels. His younger brother, who had always lived with their mother, felt heartbroken. Determined to avenge his brother, the clever younger sibling told him, "The best way to deal with a manipulative woman is to beat her at her own game." After some discussion, the brothers decided to switch identities to drive the stepmother away. As soon as the younger brother returned home dressed in his brother's clothes, he discovered that the malicious stepmother was secretly putting something into their father's wine. Her goal was to get pregnant and secure control over her husband's fortune. But the boy saw everything and quickly called his brother to tell him what was happening. Afraid the child would ruin her plan, the stepmother laced expired milk with sleeping pills. But the boy already knew of her scheme. Since he knew his father would soon be home, he deliberately smashed the cup on the floor and even cut his own hand to make it look like his stepmother had hurt him. When confronted, the stepmother pretended to be innocent, claiming she was his real mother and would never give him expired milk. She even blamed the butler, but the father didn't believe her excuses. Furious, he ordered her to get out of the house. Humiliated, she left in shame, while the boy smiled in satisfaction. But the father noticed something strange. His son, who had been autistic and rarely spoke, was suddenly talkative. He recalled the woman he had met at the airport earlier that day, who had a child identical to his son. Realizing what was happening, he called her immediately, demanding she return his real son. Meanwhile, the woman rushed over with her child, and the two clever boys worked together to lock the adults in a room, forcing them into unexpected contact. The next morning, when the woman tried to slip away, the father caught her and even offered her money to stay and care for his son. She refused, tossing the card aside, but at the door she ran into the scheming fiancé, who mocked her. It was revealed that the scheming woman was her half-sister. Years ago, the sister had framed her with thugs to force her out of the family. By chance, the father had rescued her, and she became pregnant with his children. But later, her father, deceived by the sister, drove her out, and her baby was stolen at birth so the sister could marry into wealth. The schemer never expected that the woman had actually given birth to twins and survived the murder attempt. 5 years passed, and the woman returned stronger than ever, determined to make her sister pay. When she saw her sister again, she discovered she was engaged to the very same man, the father of her children. The scheming woman tried to slander her, calling her an unworthy, promiscuous girl, but this time she wasn't the weak woman of the past. She slapped her sister across the face and warned her to shut her mouth or she'd tear it apart. The two boys, seeing their mother bullied, sprayed the scheming woman with water guns and drove her out. Shocked to see the children look identical, the schemer began to suspect the truth. But she didn't give up. She later tried to harm the children, even tampering with their oxygen masks in the hospital. During the crisis, finally, DNA results confirmed the truth. The two boys were indeed the children of the woman and the father. The deception of 5 years was exposed, and the father, enraged at how the scheming woman had stolen and destroyed lives, ordered her to be dragged away and punished.